Welcome back to another video. Today we are talking about what if Yahiko survived and, kept building the Akatsuki the way he wanted to. Now, we know that Yahiko was one of the original students of Jiraiya, Yahiko, Konin, and Nagato, up to the point where they grew up in the ravaged Hidden Rain Village, salvaged by war in whether the Great Ninja War 2 or Great Ninja War 3. I forgot which one, let's be fair. Now, Yahiko does die when him, Nagato, and Konin get into a battle against Hanzo. Hanzo is an extremely important figure during this Great Ninja War and is someone who can rival the legendary Sanin, even giving the legendary Sanin their names. So those three did not have a specific chance. Now, what if those three successfully escape and do not try to battle Hanzo at all? They just leave, right? Or they retreat. Well, then the Akatsuki is not made, or at least our version of the Akatsuki is not made, where we have all these villains under one roof, under all this drip, and trying to basically have world domination and change the world through pain and war to their viewpoint. And basically leaves one less figure for Madara to manipulate. For example, Yahiko, all he wanted was peace, prosperity, and to the Rain Village, because the Rain Village have been ravaged, have been, it's run by bandits, crime. There's no Kage of the Rain Village. No one will help them out. Also, I would like to mention, Naruto does promise that he will bring peace and try to cleanse the Rain Village. That is a promise that is left out of Boruto's show. I like to think Kishimoto forgot, because most people don't even bring it up. But yeah, that's one of the original promises he gave to Nagato. Nagato would be very disappointed. Anyway, within all that, since he doesn't make that villain group, right, and Nagato probably doesn't inherit the Rinnegan, unless he inherited the Rinnegan maybe during or maybe after his death. I'm not really sure how the lineup points out. It's been a minute since I watched the filler. But if Nagato still obtains the Rinnegan, that means the Akatsuki still walk in the good ways. They don't have to go down such a warpath. Now, what does that mean for the other Akatsuki members that we are introduced to? Kisame, all these other ones. They would just be fugitives. Unless Obito, head honcho, right, who manipulates the current form of the Akatsuki that we see in Shippuden behind the scenes to Nagato and Konin to manipulate all these devices, wars, battles, to gain the tailed beast, of course, to start the fourth Great Ninja War. Then cool, but Obito would have to lead them without the help or the figureheads of Pain and Konin, because we knew, or at least most of the villages knew about Pain and Konin leading the Akatsuki. They didn't know Pain's secret and they didn't know much about Konin, but they knew who generally was leading the Akatsuki and who was part of the Akatsuki. Obito wanted to stay in the shadows and talk secretly within the shadows. He was called the Masked Man. Now, since he is the figurehead and leader of the Akatsuki, that means if Itachi joins, Kisame, if the original cast of the Akatsuki joins this new version of villain group of Obito, that means Obito's the main threat and Itachi will handle him, because the original Akatsuki with Yahiko, Konin, Nagato are Peace Corps. They would go land from land trying to get peace and aid packages to the Rain Village to get more aid for the Rain Village and make sure that there's not another war that could impact the Rain Village. They love their village a lot. And now we would see more, we would see more fights. We would see more what Yahiko could do. It's been a minute since I've seen the filler. What Yahiko could do, since we can't gauge his strength, but he was the leader and he was respected by Konin and Nagato, and he was one of the best students of Jiraiya, trying to bring peace and prosperity. So it would have been much fun to see that. So yeah. And he would be the first Kage of the Rain Village when it's fully established and stable. So Yahiko would have become a Kage, which is a great achievement for him. Which is so sad that we don't ever get to see the Rain Village have a Kage or see it develop into the modern world of Boruto at all. They're very much stuck in Shippuden times. So, like subscribe. There's nothing really else I cover within this arc. Of course, Jiraiya wouldn't die, and the Akatsuki would have a much harder time obtaining the tailed beast. But other than that, the story probably goes as usual. Maybe Itachi tries to kill Obito, but then Obito and Itachi get into a spat. They probably cancel each other out. Obito with more maneuvers, more tricks would kill Itachi. But besides that, the Uchiha massacre still happens, and a different villain group is formed with different drip. But best believe they still got it. Anyway, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.